If you fail to plan, you definitely plan to fail. Sounds like a cliche, right? But that's absolutely from Benjamin Franklin. But the truth is that you can plan to succeed, yet you still fail. In fact, you can plan all you want, but if you do not consider the hard work as the most prerequisite element to your success, you can still find it so much difficult for you to succeed. Because you don't just need a plan, you need discipline for you to follow through. Because we have only 3 formulas to failures, as we also have formulas to success: procrastination, laziness, and then quitting. Because procrastination leads to laziness, then laziness leads to quitting. Then before you know it, that's equals to failure. Because when you procrastinate so much, it will transmute into laziness, and then before you know it, you are already quitting. And then before you know what's happening, you begin to see yourself as a failure. Because ask anyone who failed, they didn't plan that way, they didn't plan to fail. However, it all started with this symptom. At a point, they procrastinated and they allowed their procrastination to culminate into laziness and then loss of interest. And at a point, they don't even have the reason to continue in whatever they are working at. And then their dreams are buried with time. And when they discovered that they don't even have time on their side, they began to see themselves as failures. Because I strongly believe that anything that we have to do and to be in this life is tied to time. Success can be superficially deceptive, just like a brass glazed with eyes. You may be easily tricked into believing that it's just glossy until you break the inside. In other words, sometimes we may admire greatness and successful people, and there is nothing wrong with that, but now we underestimate the sacrifice and the hard work. Because with all the glamours, the accolades, and the awards, you can be easily tricked into believing that it is all there is. But those things are just like the tip of an iceberg. Because beneath those glades are loads of sacrifice, hard work, and perseverance. This is because we've been wired to admire success more than what brings success, which is events over process. Most people admire athletes because of what they see on the TV and on the pitch. But when you are taken behind the pitch and behind the scenes to witness the rigorous pains and exercises that come with it, you may be tempted to change your mind. When you see a musician perform, it seems flawless. But the songs are not mastered in one day. It takes a lot of hard work and practice. And this cuts across all walks of life. What about the movies that you enjoy? Then you finish seeing a movie, then you are like, oh, it's a great movie, but it has taken weeks and months to produce. Oh, it's a great book and you finished it in one day or 2 days. But it has taken months and even years to be written. This is because you are oblivious of the amount of research, rewriting and editing that goes into it before the actual publication. Michelangelo, one of the greatest artists, once said, "If people knew how much practice I put in perfecting my paintings, no one would glorify my work the way they do." That is hard work. This is where most people gave up on their goals and their dreams because it was getting too hard. And ridiculously, they don't expect it to be so hard. So here are the most 5 important reasons why most people fail in life. One, you underestimate the hard work. To be honest, you think it will be easy because you focused so much on the result, but you are simply delusional because those who are doing it made it seem so simple. You concentrated so much on the outlook. Number two, you lack the right mentorship. When we talk about mentorship, it does not mean you have to pay a huge amount of money to sit down at the feet of Aristotle or Socrates for you to learn whatever you want to learn, or to learn wisdom, or to be whatever you want to be. It simply means the art of following the footsteps of people who have already accomplished exact thing that you want to accomplish. In other words, you may not necessarily need to see them face to face, but getting in contact and keeping in contact with their materials can set you up for success. Number three, you lack the right push at the right time. This is related to having a mentor. Sometimes we need the right encouragement for us to take the next step. I guarantee you, no matter how strong you think you are, you will not always be full of strength. Sometimes you may need to be motivated, and there is nothing wrong with that. It does not mean you are not hardworking, because every successful person that I know today would point and tell you about someone who had lifted them up at their lowest moment in life. Number four, negative mindset. This has to do with how you perceive the world and how you see yourself. Someone said, if you think you can, you are right. And if you think you cannot, you are also right. It all depends on you, because there is no point working so much hard on something you did not absolutely believe in. Because if you are to succeed, you will need to adopt the right mindset that will help you to succeed. Some call it paradigm, prosperity mindset, whatever. You can call it whatever you want, but the point is that you need to cultivate that mindset, that everything is possible if you put your mind into it. Number five, you simply lack help or leverage. Look, here we're not trying to shift blame, because it may sound like someone who trying to seek for an excuse, but that is not the case. Ask any successful person, they will tell you sometimes it may reach at a point when you must genuinely need help. For example, as a business person, at a point you will need investors to scale up your business. As a musician, you need the right record label for you to reach more audience. As a writer, you may need the right publishing deal for you to sell more books and to reach wider audience, and so on and so forth. However, in conclusion, it's very important that you retain the mindset that no one is coming to save you. But at some point, that someone may be the only thing that you need for you to succeed faster, unless you may struggle for a while. This is one of the things that I discovered very common to successful people. At some point, they were discovered, but it doesn't mean that you must have to be discovered before you become successful. It is just that it can accelerate your journey to success. However, this is where luck, connections, and being at the right place at the right time play a larger and a bigger role. Finally, these are the 5 reasons why I think most people fail and would fail in life. Hit the comment below and tell me what you think, and one of your reasons why you think most people fail in life. And like always, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. And don't forget to subscribe and to like this video and to share it as much as you can. See you till next week.